Exactly as expected. The statement was very much what the market was looking for, and that's why the market reaction has been muted. The press conference, John, is going to be absolutely key because I suspect that Chair Powell will be pushed on guidance, and that's where things get really tricky quickly.
How do you expect he's going to navigate that, Mohamed, given that we've got 2 more CPI prints, 2 more payrolls prints, and a Jackson Hole before we get to September?
I know how I would navigate it or suggest to him to navigate. I don't know what he'll do is don't be specific. Just keep it general. There's a lot of uncertainty ahead of you. As you point out, we have many data points. We have a major confab coming up at the end of August. Just keep your options open. That's what he should do. But in the past, he has been tempted to overspecify his forward guidance. So that's going to be key to see where he ends up this time.
How is he going to discuss, or how would you discuss, if you were Fed chair right now, the labor market? It is strong now. When does a weakening potentially trigger a shift in Fed policy?
So, Lisa, you picked up the one opening I see in the statement, and we'll see what happens in the press conference, is that now we need to, again, look really carefully at the labor market statistics because they've countered all the other indications of weakening, and the economy is weakening by saying, but look at the labor market issue. So we're going to spend a lot of time on every labor market report and a lot of time on is it demand or is it supply? But that's where the next analytical focus is going to be, given that statement.
And what does it mean? How does it translate into Fed policy in terms of what kind of pivot it could bring? Is it a pause? Do you believe in the Alan Ruskin school of thought of Deutsche Bank that the Fed is going to reach the peak rate, its terminal rate, and it's going to stay there for probably 7, 8, 9 or more months as it tries to get inflation under control?
The answer would be easy if the Fed wasn't so late, if its forward guidance wasn't so damaged. In a world where the Fed had avoided these policy mistakes, they would pivot pretty quickly to the real economy. But in this world where they have to restore their inflation credentials, that pivot is really tricky. So I don't think the pivot will occur as soon as some people are hoping for. And if it occurs, there's going to be a lot of questions about, is this the stop-go Fed of the 1970s?